How's it going, everyone? My name is Jesse, and this is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself, and today is the debut of a game called Little Goody Two Shoes. We're listening to the opening song, which is Ruby Red Shoes from the channel Astral Shift, followed by the song called Little Goody Two Shoes. I have to imagine that's the main theme. That is also from the channel Astral Shift, requested by Frank, who seems to be a fan of this game because there's a handful of videos coming right after this one with from the same game. So I know nothing of this game. I've heard that term before, Little Goody Two Shoes. I thought that was just an expression, but maybe it's, I don't know. Don't know who makes this game. Nothing. I know nothing. Let's just get into it, and then we can look stuff up later. This is the opening theme, Ruby Red Shoes. Oh, nope. Well, what an introduction. If you notice, I didn't really say anything there because I felt like I was in uncharted waters there. This is so out of my wheelhouse. For those that don't know, I need to kind of clarify here. I've never watched anime. When I say that, I mean like I've never really like sat down and watched an entire series of something. The closest I have come to that is the original Indigo League Pokemon, which I didn't even finish. I just got as far as I want to say Cinnabar Island, and I want to finish that someday. But so I mean, yeah, I guess I have some experience with anime. But how many episodes are there? Like 10? Who knows? But the whole like aesthetic, all of that, you know, manga, anime, all these series that I always hear about all the time. People always just constantly in my ear, like Hunter x Hunter this and what was it called, JJK that and all that. I have no idea what this world is. I'm not opposed to it, and I don't like hate on it. Either. It's just I don't have time, and I've just never been. Well, I don't say I've never been interested because I've been curious, but I've just not. I do when I get into hobbies and stuff. It has to call my name. It has to be like Jesse. You know, like that's what guitars did. That's what skateboarding did. That's what whatever. Anime has always been like. I've always kind of saw it like in the shadows, like maybe rainy day or something. But then I find out how long they are, and then that kind of pushed me away. Anyways, I promise I'm not trying to get you to. I'm not trying to get you to sell me on anime. I'm just saying what I was going through when I was hearing that and seeing that. I was like, wow, it's cool. It's interesting. It's a very unique style of animation, but also the music. That's the kind of music that I know is really like prevalent in this kind of stuff, and I just have almost no experience with it. but it's cool. You know, I like it. It's just, well, for one, I don't know what they're saying, but I haven't heard enough where I can start to pick up on like maybe there's tropes or certain cadences. From the musician standpoint, it's interesting because there was a lot of like world flavor in there. It started off with castanets, you know, very Spanish, and then towards the end it sounded very French. So I don't know. And I don't know if, again, little goody. When I've ever heard that term, I've always thought that was like a kind of a derogatory term. Right? I could be wrong. I don't know if it's actually based on some kind of folklore or something. When I've heard of this, it's like, oh, you're little goody two shoes, you know, look at you. So I don't know. It obviously looks like it's kind of a cute thing. And there seems to be this kind of emphasis on her shoes, which are probably powered up or something. So this is interesting. I got to get invested because I'm about to do like 4 videos of this game. So, cool. Very good opening. I mean, it's extremely rare to have a debut on this channel with footage. So that was like a complete introduction. Cool. I don't know if Astral Shift is the composer. I don't know anything right now. Oh, Astral Shift, Donovan, Sky, Leo, Sama. Okay, we'll look into it more. But this is, I guess, the main theme. The secret lies in the woods. This is Little Goody Two Shoes, the song. No visuals. Reminds me of Red Riding Hood. You know who she also reminds me of? Eden from Shin Megami Tensei. The goddess of apples. It's the first thing I thought of when I saw her. Let's look up what this game is about. What? Alright, we'll look into that after. I just saw one word, I was like, what? It's a good soundtrack so far. Guessing that castle is endgame. So it's very different from the opening, which I think makes sense. Now that I think about it, that opening is probably the only song that sounds like that, right? It may be the ending. And this is the actual sound of the game. Ooh, I like how like fantasy it sounds. It's made to sound old here, like 30s or 40s. You can hear the record. That was interesting. I don't know what the term for that is. I used to know, but it's like when the record or the wax is kind of dirty, you hear that like crunch. It's like the equivalent of film grain. Publisher, Square Enix. Collective, whatever that means. I can't believe what I'm reading. This is a horror game. What? Well, kind of, I guess. I gotta see what this game looks like in motion. I must. Oh, it's a fairly new game. 2 years ago. Oh, this game looks amazing. You guys want to see a trailer with me at the same time? I'm watching this at the very same time as you. I think there's gameplay. I just saw gameplay a little while ago. There's like multiple gameplay styles. I'm not gonna lie, this looks like... I don't know how to describe this. I saw like elements that looked like kind of Octopath. There was like minigame stuff. And there's just like simple walking around JRPG stuff. What the heck? Okay, so that sounded really good, by the way. I'm assuming like 90% of the soundtrack sounds a lot like that, and the intro was just the intro. So the game is from Astral Shift Pro, published by Square Enix Collective. It includes elements of role-playing, adventure, and horror, and has an anime-inspired visual style. Players control a girl called Elise who attempts to avoid horrific monsters in the Enchanted Woods while searching for a way to escape her mundane life. The game is a prequel to the 2016 RPG Maker game Pocket Mirror. What? Why does this look so interesting? It's rated 5 stars. And guess what? At the time you're reading this, it's 40% off on Steam for $12. Not sponsored, by the way. I'm never sponsored. The game looks interesting, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what the inspiration is. I don't know if she's supposed to be inspired by Little Red Riding Hood, if she's her own character, or maybe she's inspired by Eden from SMT. SMT uses all lore too, and I'm not entirely sure where Eden comes from, but I don't know. So it looks like a cute game, but it's a multitude of games with some horror elements while she tries to escape her mundane life. That's interesting to me. Also, this song right here, this like main theme here, they reminded me of stuff that I really enjoy from A Hat in Time. That kind of whimsical, adventure sound. This to me sounds early, like something you would hear in like an early town before the game goes really twisted. I'm very interested in this, actually. I'm glad it was a good first impression because we have more videos to come. So, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. And I guess we'll talk more in the other videos, but that's the debut of Little Goody Two Shoes. Game looks interesting. Oh, by the way, my bad. The video I was watching was Nintendo America. It was the official channel. Well, there you go. Cool. Let me know if you play this game. I need to look into more games I can take on the Switch with me, handheld. Thanks to the requesters. Thanks to everyone you see on screen. I couldn't be without them. Thanks you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. More of this game coming soon. Peace.